Well, hello, this is me again, Debbie at the Wildly Whimsical Crafting Loft. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a photo album out of paper bags. These are pre-decorated paper bags, and it's just a lot of fun to make these. Sometimes we get so busy getting our Halloween costumes together and getting ready for all those great Halloween events and things like that, so we forget to make room to keep all those photos. This is a great way to store those photos so you can get them into your scrapbooking albums. Also, it makes a great little gifting idea. I also thought it would be a wonderful project for our kids to make. Anyway, let me show you how this is done. The first thing that you're going to need is you're going to need some of these pre-decorated Halloween bags. And you can see I've already embellished this just a little bit, but you can do anything with them that you want. So let me open this up to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. Once you get the photo album open, you can see here that I actually had a sticker here that I removed for the video. But anyway, you can see that I have made these little inserts right here with smaller bags. And so you just fold these down, and each one of these is going to contain photographs. You'll be able to go in through the back of these and insert your photos right in here. And each one of them opens, and there's quite a bit of room in each one. So as you can see, you can place a photo anywhere, and then you can place some tagging right in here on this back side. And then this very back side here also holds photos. So let me show you how this is made. The first thing that you're going to need is you're going to need a couple of decorative pre-made bags. And I would like to suggest right here and put a note in that when you're doing these, if you're going to do any kind of inking or anything like that on these, that you go ahead and you do that now. It's going to be a lot easier to ink these once you have them. It'll be a lot easier to ink them before you put them together. Let me say it that way. So let's do that. You can see that I have a little bag here, and this is going to be your starting bag. Now you can see that it has this bottom right here. We're going to fold that back just like that so you have a clear front. Once you've chosen your bag and you put just a couple of embellishments on there to enhance it, I want you to flip that bag over, and you're going to make the base of decide what you're going to make for the base of that bag. And the reason I ask you to do that is a lot of these pre-made bags come different sizes. They look like they're about the same size, but when you go to put them together, they really aren't. They're going to hang over on the sides of each other. So you want to make sure that your top bag and your back bag are the same dimensions all the way through the front and the back, that there's no edging hanging over. So once you decided what you're going to do with that, the next thing you're going to do is don't glue that together yet, because you're going to be inserting some bags in there. Let's go back to this pre-made one here. Once you flip that open, you're going to see that that bag, I have inserted these in here. Decide the width and the size that you want that bag to be. If this is going to be your bottom, let's start with this being our bottom. If this is going to be your bottom, you're going to slide another bag of whatever kind that you want right in like that. Now determine what size you want this next insert to be. Once you decided that, and I chose to just use some decorative scissors. You can cut straight lines, anything you want, but I just use these little jagged ones right here. You can see, can you see those a little better there? There we go. And you're just going to cut, just like this. Just like that, and you're going to move that top part right out of there because you don't need it. So you're going to slide that in just like that, and you can see now that this side is going to be shorter than this. Now, if you want a narrow bag in there like what I have, and what I chose to do was I chose to do some narrow bags instead of just the full bags. And I put some little ones here for some 3x5 picks, and then these are a little wider width as it goes up. If you want them to be smaller like this, what you need to do is when you cut it, you're going to also cut right along the side to the depth that you want it cut. And I'm going to fold it instead of cutting it like that. But you're going to, let's just say that you made your cut right here. If this is the size that you want it, place it in there just like that. Now you're going to have to glue this down so that that does not show. And then you can place it in there. Another option you can do is what I did, which I cut off all this excess. I cut all that off. And then the end that was open, I simply glued it back down with some real good strong glue so that it wouldn't pop open when they begin to insert the photos in it. So if you want them smaller, those are your two options of doing that. You're going to place that in there just like that. And then the next one that you want to put in there, you're going to decide the same thing. What width do you want it? How long do you want it? So as you're deciding, and I always pull mine over just a tad bit so it showed a little bit. So let's go ahead and I don't want to cut all this pumpkin off, but I do want to take part of him off. So let's just cut right here, just right above the kitty cat. Just like this. And this is so easy that I thought even it would be a great project for a child to do. And we're going to insert that one just in there like that. Once you get all the layers in there that you want, and you get it designed the inside the way that you want, how you want it to look, then I want you to take those out again, and I want you to glue them. Begin to lift this flap up right here and glue just right here. You're going to see where that fold is. So fold that back and glue right in here. You're going to lay this one down that you glued, and then you're going to glue the back of this one, the smaller one. And then you're going to lay that on there, and you're going to press those really good and tight and firm. Once you've done that, you're going to have your bag inserts. Now, I told you before, you can make these to any depth and dimension that you want. And you're just going to slide them in there. Once you have all those together, you're going to take that top piece and that flap that's showing, you're going to go through here and you're going to glue all around this whole thing really good and heavy, because this is going to make your flap. And you're going to put flap, this flap to this flap. And you're going to glue that down just like this. And then that's going to make your little album. And you could add as many of these little inserts as you want, embellish them however you want, decorate them any way that you want. But it just makes a whimsical little project. It's easy. You don't need to know a bunch of math to create this thing. And there's not a lot of dimensions, you know, like a 6x6 or a 5x5. It's really basically your creative idea, whatever you would like. But it's so easy that I thought it would be a great project for the kids to do, to share photos of some of the pictures that they got of trick-or-treating with their friends. Let me show you again my album. And I simply just placed some little hats on the little spooks up here. And I thought it was really cute, and some rhinestoning. And then here's a little, like I said, I made mine a little shorter here. You can see that. He's just a little shorter. And then I embellished the cat a little bit and put a witch's broom on there. And then over here, all I did was I just stuck some rhinestone in the pumpkin's eyes and on the little ghost hat. It's real simple. Added a few rhinestones to the bats, and they're good to go. I thought it was a great whimsical idea. Once again, you can make a tag, and you can make a tag out of these as well. And just slide your tags right in here. You can just layer those any way you want. And those can be your little journaling tags that will tell what compartment holds what pictures of your friends. Anyway, thought it was a whimsical idea. Thought that you might enjoy it. I think it's a great idea for kids and adults. Anyway, don't get so busy that you don't make room for all your pictures that you take that you want to share this Halloween season. Have a wonderful day. Go out and be creative. Thank you for joining the Wildly Whimsical Crafting Loft.